Hey guys, short video on some neck isometrics. This is if you are feeling really stiff and you almost have really no movement of your neck at all. This is where you want to really start, is bringing your neck into a position of neutral, where you feel good, you feel safe. And then from there is where we want to lay the foundation of a little bit of strength, so then we can gradually and progressively build out from there and build out more range and more strength within that range. So there are 6 things that our neck does. We've got flexion, extension, we've got rotation left, rotation right, we've got side bending left, side bending right. So essentially on this, what we're going to be doing is some isometrics where you're keeping your head at 0 and you're going to be providing some force and some resistance with your hand towards your neck in one direction, so that the opposite side of your neck can feel the contraction and resist that. So the idea being this: let's say I want to start to push my neck into extension. So if I totally relax my neck and I did something like this, or I could even bring my hand here, right? I like to go here because if we have our hand here, we're going to be maybe more into our jaw. It's very easy for our jaw to compensate for our neck motion. So that's one that one of our secondary motions we want to be aware of as we're going through this. So jaw should stay relaxed. But let's act as if I'm trying to push myself into extension. I'm going to use my neck flexors in the front, the deep stuff here, as if I'm trying to make a double chin to resist that push back. So you could think about it 2 different ways. One is you're resisting your hand trying to push you back, or you can think of you're pulling into a double chin, you're trying to pull into a double chin, but your hand is resisting that pressure. So you can either think of resisting or creating the tension. Either way, we're looking to contract this front neck stuff. Again, 10, 20, maybe 30% effort is really all you're going to need for a good 10, 15, 20 seconds. Relax there. Again, the idea with this, the goal on this is just bringing some of this neck tissue back online that may not be online, so to say. Maybe offline, and some of our deep stabilizing tissue is not necessarily doing its job. The other way then we do this is, and we're just to push ourselves, try to push yourself into flexion here. You're going to feel all the backside stuff. Again, resist that flexion. So again, we're just starting at 0 degrees. Your head is neutral, and we're just trying to feel all of the tissue, perceive all of the tissue that our neck uses to move around. So there's flexion, extension. Now we're going to go into rotation. So 0 degrees, you're trying to push yourself this way, but you're resisting it. Or again, you can think of you're trying to turn that way and resisting with your hand. Either way, there's our rotational isometric. Same thing the other direction, rotational isometric. It may take longer than 10 seconds your first few times while you're doing this to really be able to feel like, oh yes, that now I actually feel my neck. Maybe your jaw is trying to do something. Maybe you're trying to, instead of rotate here, you're trying to maybe just deviate out to the side. So there's this kind of, here's the vertebra here, and it tries to just go laterally deviation instead of a rotation. So there's a lot of depth within these guys. And then the other piece is this lateral flexion. You're trying to resist your hand pushing you this direction. So that's going to be a little bit of a different tissue, some different fibers, different direction that we're going for. Same thing here, do the opposite side. Once you get beyond 0 degrees, once you feel like, yes, things are waking up, you're not compensating with your jaw, you're feeling your shoulder blade shrug, your spine side bending or trying to rotate. Again, really take your time, lay the foundation, and then from there is when you can build up into a little bit more range and do some of these isometrics and some more of the strength training in larger ranges of motion as you see fit and as we feel comfortable. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time.